Dear friends, here I welcome you for this session. In this session, we discuss about the sexual reproduction. See, we know that sexual reproduction, it is a type of reproduction which occurs by the formation and fusion of gametes. That means in the sexual reproduction, gametes are produced. Gametes are involved. Not only gametes are produced, there is a fusion of gamete occurs in the process of sexual reproduction. Fusion of gametes is called fertilization. So, the very important characteristic of sexual reproduction is fertilization. So, sexual reproduction, it is the process of reproduction which involves the formation and fusion of gametes. So, here formation and fusion of gametes is called fertilization. Another name for fertilization is syngamy. Okay. In sexual reproduction, what the offspring are produced, they are not clones. But while discussing about asexual reproduction, we discussed that asexually reproduced offspring are clone because there is no chance for genetic recombination. That's the reason their progeny offspring remains similar to the parent with respect to its morphology and genetics. But offspring produced due to sexual reproduction are not having similar genetic recombination compared to the parents. Because of this reason, they are not morphologically and genetically similar to the parents, hence they are not clones. What is the reason they are not having similar type of genetic recombination with respect to the parents? Because sexual reproduction involves the formation and fusion of gametes. At the time of formation of gametes, meiosis occurs, and meiosis involves the crossing over, and that crossing over is responsible for the new genetic recombination. And at the time of fertilization, gametes belongs to male and gamete belongs to the female, brought together, they fuse. Because of this reason, genes belongs to the male, genes belongs to the female are fused. At the time of gametic fusion, it leads to the new genetic recombination. Because of this reason, here sexually reproduced offspring not act as a clone, they are not clones. So, this is the very brief information about the sexual reproduction. Okay, when we observe the sexual reproduction, commonly lower organism performs the asexual method of reproduction. Higher organism, many higher organism, algae, fungi, bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperms, angiosperms, and many of the animals perform this sexual reproduction. Okay, so this is the brief information about the sexual reproduction. When we discuss phases in life cycle and phases in life cycle, this is with respect to sexual reproduction. Okay, our next topic is phases in life cycle. So, please remember this one. Here we discuss phases in life cycle with respect to sexual reproduction. Here we have three phases: juvenile phase, reproductive phase, senescent phase. These phases are also said to be, juvenile phase is also called pre-reproductive phase, this is reproductive phase, and this is post-reproductive phase. That means before the reproductive phase, juvenile phase, it is the pre-reproductive phase, and this is reproductive phase. Senescent phase is after the reproductive phase, hence it is also called post-reproductive phase. First we discuss about the juvenile phase. Juvenile means what? Juvenile means young. Here it indicates that the organism, when they born, they pass through the first juvenile phase, young phase. In this phase, organism do not have any type of capability of reproduction, and here the maximum concentration is towards the growth. here organism is not having any type of capability to perform the sexual reproduction, because still reproductive organs are not properly developed. They are developing, they are growing, the body is developing, the body is growing. Because of this reason, here organism is not having any type of capacity to perform the sexual reproduction. In plants, this juvenile phase is also called vegetative phase. In plants, this juvenile phase is also called vegetative phase, and this juvenile phase is of different duration for different organism. For different plants it is differ, for different animals it is differ. For example, when we consider the human being, commonly up to the puberty, that is the juvenile phase. When a person attain the puberty, then a reproductive phase is start. Similarly, in the plants, when the plant start to produce the flowers for the first time, up to that period it is the juvenile phase, or it is called vegetative phase. After the flowering, reproductive phase will start. Next phase is reproductive phase. What happens in the reproductive phase? What is reproductive phase? A reproductive phase in the life cycle is a stage or the phase where the organism develop the capability to perform the sexual reproduction. Here reproductive organs are very well developed, and these reproductive organs are become capable to perform the gametogenesis, means these reproductive organs have the capability to produce the gametes. Because of this reason, here the organism is become capable, and it developed the such a type of efficiency, it can performs the sexual reproduction very well. So that phase, that period is said to be a reproductive phase. After the reproductive phase, here we have next one is senescent phase. When we observe the senescent phase, commonly it is said to be the death phase. Senescent phase, post reproductive phase, means in this phase what happens, gradually organism slowly lose the capability of sexual reproduction. Organs, what the reproductive organs, what the body stamina is present, that is gradually decreases. The process of gametogenesis is become slower, number of production of gametes becomes slower, number of gametes produced at the time of reproductive phase will be decreases in the senescent phase, and slowly organism grow old. This is the aging process. Here the organism grow old, and finally it leads to the death. In this phase, organism gradually slowly lose the capability of sexual reproduction. For example, in human being, when we observe this one, particularly with respect to the female, in human female menstrual cycle occurs. Based on the menstrual cycle, we say that the reproduction capacity in the female present up to 45 to 50 years, because in human females menstrual cycle will occurs up to the 45 to 50. When menopause occur, menstrual cycle stops, then this female lose the capability of sexual reproduction. Like this, based on this one, when the organisms grow old, they lose the capability of sexual reproduction. Finally, it leads to the death. This is said to be the senescent phase. These are the three phases in life cycle with respect to the sexual reproduction. Please remember this one. Next, when we continue the explanation with respect to the phases in life, with respect to juvenile phase, reproductive phase and the senescent phase, when we discuss, first we discuss about the plants. Based on these phases, plants are classified into two types: monocarpic plants and polycarpic plants. What are these monocarpic plants and polycarpic plants? Here we are discussing about the plants. A reproductive part of the plants is flower. Monocarpic plants. These are the plants which produces the flowers only once or single time in their life cycle. They are said to be monocarpic plants. Whereas the polycarpic plants produces flowers many times in their life cycle. They are said to be polycarpic plants. Monocarpic plants, examples, annuals, biennials, perennials. These are the plants which comes under the monocarpic plants. Very few perennials comes under the monocarpic plants. See, annuals means what? These are the plants which complete their life cycle in a single year, within the single year. Whereas the biennials, these are the plants complete their life cycle in 2 years, within 2 years. Perennials, they live for the longer period and they complete their life cycle in more than 2 years, are said to be perennials. Here, these are the some of the plants which comes under the monocarpic plants. Already I explained that very few perennials comes under this one. See, for example, when we observe bamboo plant, this bamboo plant produces flowers only once in its life cycle. In complete its life cycle, bamboo plant produces flowers only one time, that too after 50 years. That means in bamboo plant, this juvenile phase, this vegetative phase is of longer period. It may last up to the 50 years. After 50 years, this bamboo plant reach the reproductive phase, then it start to produce the flower, and in its life cycle it produces the flowers only one time, and after the flower production, when the fruit set, this plant dies. So this is about the monocarpic plants. What about the polycarpic plants? These are the plants, they produces flowers many times in their life cycle. Many perennials comes under this example, this category. Very good example, jasmine. So here what happens? Vegetative phase or the juvenile phase is present. Afterwards what happens? They enter into the reproductive phase and they produces the flowers. And after the production of a flower, what happens here? First time they produces the flowers. Next there is a gap. In this gap they prepare for next flowering. Second time they produces the flower, and third time they produces the flower, and depend upon their capacity, depend upon their lifespan, continuously they produces the flowers for many years, and after this they lose the capability of reproduction, then they stop flowering and they enter into the senescent phase. This is the vegetative phase, here this is the reproductive phase, and this is the senescent phase. But here what happens? Vegetative phase is present and it may be of longer duration, or in some of the plant it may be of the shorter duration. Then they enter into the reproductive phase. In the reproductive phase they produce the flower, and after the flower production they enter into the senescent phase and they die. So like that here, this is about the monocarpic as well as the polycarpic plants with respect to the phases in life cycle. There is one plant. Name of the plant is Strobilanthes kunthiana. Strobilanthes kunthiana. Common name of this plant is Neelakuranji. This plant produces flowers once in 12 years. Once in 12 years. And this plant commonly found in South India part, majorly in Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. This plant produces flower once in 12 years. So like that here, this is Strobilanthes kunthiana. Common name is Neelakuranji. Kuranji. This is the explanation for plants. Here we discuss about the animals with respect to phases in life cycle. Here commonly animals classified into the seasonal breeders and continuous breeders. What is the meaning of seasonal breeders and continuous breeders? See, when we observe seasonal breeders, they reproduce in a particular season only, and they do not show reproduction capacity throughout the year. In a complete year, they develop reproduction capacity in particular season, in particular period only. Those are comes under the what? Seasonal breeders. Very good example we observe in dog. So here continuous breeders. Continuous breeders, irrespective of season, they maintain their reproduction capacity throughout the year, and human comes under this example. Okay, seasonal breeders as well as the continuous breeders. When we observe a reproductive cycle, here there are two types of reproductive cycle: menstrual cycle and estrous cycle. What actually the reproductive cycle? During the sexual reproduction, what type of mechanism, what type of cellular changes, what type of organal, what type of tissue changes or cellular changes occurs in the body during the reproduction, what type of events or mechanism occurs? Commonly they occurs in cyclic process. That cyclic process collectively togetherly called one reproductive cycle. When we observe animals, different types of animals show two different types of reproductive cycle. Some of the animals shows menstrual cycle and few animals shows estrous cycle. Okay. Commonly menstrual cycle is reported in the continuous breeders, whereas estrous cycle is reported in the seasonal breeders. We discuss what actually this menstrual cycle and what is estrous cycle. Okay, when we observe the menstrual cycle, it is the reproductive cycle performed by the primates. What are these primates? Primates are mammals. They are considered as the higher mammals, superior mammals. Primates, it is one order, 16th order in mammals. This includes the apes, monkeys and humans. These are considered as the superior mammals, and all these animals comes under the primates, and they perform menstrual cycle. During menstrual cycle, menses occur. What is the meaning of menses? Menses means bleeding. Bleeding occurs. How? See, roughly when we observe the female reproductive system with respect to the human, here there is a presence of endometrium. The thick inner lining is, and here ovaries are present. Roughly I have drawn this diagram only for understanding. So here this inner wall is called endometrium, and in menstrual cycle this endometrium get a rupture and it is shredding out. Because of this reason, the fine blood capillaries present in the wall of uterus get rupture and bleeding occur, and because of bleeding, because of menses, what the cellular debris is present in the uterus, it is eliminated, and commonly during the bleeding, during the menses, blood do not clots to eliminate the cellular debris from the uterus. Here endometrium ruptures. Next, it is this menstrual cycle take the longer duration. Commonly in human, it requires the 28 days of time, and this menses or bleeding occurs in initial phase up to the 1 to 5th day of menstrual cycle. This is the brief information about the menstrual cycle. The total details of menstrual cycle given on the chapter 3 human reproduction. There we discuss in detail. Here when we discuss the estrous cycle, estrous cycle occurs in the non-primates, means which are not primates. Here it includes the dog, cow, horse, tiger. All these things comes under the, all these animals comes under the non-primates. And this estrous cycle do not involve the bleeding. There is no menses. What we have discussed in menstrual cycle, menses occurs, bleeding occurs due to the rupturing of endometrium. Such type of menses do not occur in the estrous cycle. And this estrous cycle is of short duration. Means when we consider the example of cow, this estrous cycle requires the 12 to 24 hours of time. Here it is required, what to say, it occurs for the 28 days with respect to human. Here with respect to cow, estrous cycle occurs for, or it is of shorter duration. It requires the 12 to 24 hours of time. Here this estrous cycle shows the heat period. What is this heat period? Now see, here we have discussed that this estrous cycle is of shorter period that lasts for 12 to 24 hours in the cow. In this duration only, that cow has to copulate. It has to go for coitus with the male. This period is the very important period to perform the sexual reproduction, and this period where these non-primates develop the sexual capacity, or the estrous cycle is become active and organisms become sexually active. That period is said to be heat period, and during this heat period these non-primate animals show high sexual urge. Such type of heat period is not reported in the menstrual cycle, and commonly menstrual cycle is reported in the continuous breeders, estrous cycle reported in the seasonal breeders. And this is about the definition of sexual reproduction and phases in life cycle with respect to the plant and animals explanation. In next session we discuss about the remaining part. Thank you.